defense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Buckeyes will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The running back has it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel, they had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To throw, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's back. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one. steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's back. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that. There are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
First down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Howard. Buying some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 20. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll power it inside with the fullback. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they go back on top.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker, knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Evans. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Etienne. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute when they do it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Georgia 9.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nothing's working right now in the pass game for this guy. This is the nightmare scenario. He's already been picked off 3 times. That one got swatted away. Lucky it wasn't another interception. This quarterback is not playing with a ton of confidence.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Dropping back, it's Howard. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too big.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
41-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe. They can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 14, Georgia 9.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set, get set.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. He chucks one out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll give it on the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Got it, looking for a first. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's back. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Lost, the defense is wide open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
The Bulldogs are flying down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2
Trying to find his man on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Trying to run, it's Frazier. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Howard. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
The Buckeyes inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Judkins. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout is called with just a single second left. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back, and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire